Hi everyone, Elliot from Valet Pro. Today we've got this 1986 Porsche 928S in. This is one of the only Porsches that are front engine V8. Being the fact that it's not a modern engine, we're going to do an engine clean on it, but we're not going to use the pressure washer or steam. We're going to go for our safe method with some classical purpose cleaner, and then to finish it with Classic Protect. So first step, we're going to use our car dryer, which is basically just a blower. And we're just going to blow off any sort of dust, leaves, anything like that. Get what we can off the engine bay before we go ahead and use the all-purpose cleaner. So using the blower isn't obviously compulsory, because some of you may not have access to a car blower or compressed air, but because I've got it, I just decided I was going to use it to get rid of any sort of like leaves and sort of like debris and dust and things like that. So after we've done that, now's the time we're just going to go around and inspect it. I can't see there's any sort of like bare electrics, ECUs, etc. like that we need to cover up, even though we are just using an APC. Also, there's a couple of plastic ducts and things like that. If they're easy to take off, I might just whip them off just to give me better access to the engines, and also means that I can clean them more thoroughly being out of the engine bay. Now we're going to move on to the cleaning stage. For this, we're going to use our all-purpose cleaner. This is the 500ml ready to use, so it's already been mixed for you. So we just go ahead, spray it over the engine liberally, let it dwell, agitate it, and then we dry it off. I'm not being shy with the product either, you know, it's watered down already, so there's no chance of sort of overusing it. Just obviously be careful in the areas where there's sort of like electric components. But apart from that, it is good as a general degreaser, so you can just literally spray it wherever you can get it. So we've sprayed the engine bay with the all-purpose cleaner. Now time to agitate it, and I've got our two sash brushes, our large and our dash brush. So I'm going to use these just to get into all the nooks and crannies, agitate that, and just get the best we can out of the product. I'm just using the smaller dash brush now, just to get into all these sort of intricate areas here that the large one's just a little bit too big for. So we finished the cleaning process in the agitation, so now we're going to go ahead, grab some of our multi-purpose microfiber cloths and just wipe off the residue of the all-purpose cleaner and lift some of that dirt. The great thing with using the white cloths is that we're going to see every bit of dirt that we lift from this engine bay. As you can see, that is a pretty grimy engine bay, but we've got pretty much most of the dirt off it. So now we're going to go ahead, blow it with the dryer again, and that's that. Or this time I'm going to use that just to dry any sort of leftover all-purpose cleaner, and then I'll go ahead and then put some Classic Protect and give it that nice dressed look. I'm just going to put these back together now. So now we're going to move on to the dressing and the protection stage. So we're going to use our Classic Protectant, which is a hard surface protectant. So while we're using this, just get it onto as much of the plastics as you can. You can also use it to do the like the rubber radiator hoses and stuff like that, and just make sure you get it nice and evenly on there. Just be aware this is a silicone-based product, so if you're using this outside and it's a windy day, it can travel. So this might be worth doing the engine bay before you do the exterior clean. Then you can just shut the bonnet, and then if you have got any of this on the windscreen or the paintwork, etc., then it will just wash off when you do your normal contact wash. If you did want to use this product and be a bit more controlled with it, you can spray it onto a cloth and then wipe it onto the plastics. But obviously by spraying it onto the plastics and allowing it to dwell, then you will get the most out of the product. So we're just going to allow the product to dwell for a little bit. You'll be able to see as it starts to dry off, and then once you see that happening, then you can just give it a wipe over with a cloth and give it that nice even finish. So we've allowed the product to dwell, so we're going to go ahead and buff it to an even finish with the cloth. That concludes our safe engine bay detail. So in this we used our sash brushes, classical purpose cleaner and Classic Protectant. The best thing is you're in control of how much detail you want to get into with those products, because there's no way of really overusing them or causing any damage to the engine or its components. Hope you enjoyed this video, and again, as always, if you did, give us a like, subscribe, share, and don't forget to hit the notification button.